Third Days of Qoom with me, Rishi. Today we're going to talk about CSS and a little bit of, just CSS. And we're going to start on this, a little bit of it. We're going to do navigation as well as general tags. So what I mean by general tags is we're going to have a body tag, which represents our entire website. So this whole website. Also, I added a bunch of text in. If you want to add some text in, this is your about us section. So whatever you want to put here, go ahead and put it. First thing we want to do is put margin of 0 and padding of 0. Much like the real world, what margin and padding do is that they will make sure that you have no space in between anything. This white space we fix in a bit. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put justify content. First we're going to put display flex and flex direction column. So now we have gotten rid of all the white space, and what this has done is it has said that I want to have no space in between any of my sections, which is margin and padding, and I want all of my items to be in a row. So I want the nav bar, and then I want my header, and then my body, and my next body, and all of it through the footer. Next thing that I want to do is I want to do text. So now after I finish this, I'm going to work on the alignment. So I want to make it all centered and all looking nice. So text, align, center, justify, content, center, and align items center. So this will create something like this. However, now you see that you have a lot of white space because it's all being squished together, and therefore you have a lot of extra space. For this, what you would do to resolve it is you would add another one saying width 100%. Okay. Which it'll get resolved in a bit. And you have to do this individually, which we'll do in a bit. So we can start out saying, and that is it for now. Next thing you want to do is you want to modify the H2 tag, which is all of our headers. So this is a header, this is a header, and hello is also a header. First, what we're going to want to do is we want to make sure that it can become all uppercase, similar to this. We can have all uppercase letters without changing any of our actual text. We can't modify any of this, but we want it all to become capitalized. What we can do is we can simply do text transform and then uppercase. And there you go. Now you see that all of our things are all capitalized fully. And then we're going to set a margin bottom to 5 pixel and a margin top to 2 pixel. Obviously, it would be smart to just play around to see what you like. Don't say that because we should do this, we're going to stick to this. No, you want to mess around with it. You want to choose a number that you like. So you can choose any number. I'm just going to mess around with it, see exactly what I like. And so I like this. I'm going to stick with this for now. 5 and 2. Now in our nav bar, first we want to make sure that it can take up the whole screen. So what we do instead of this is width 100%, and you see that it takes up the whole length now. So now no longer is it just that. And also one more thing we want to add up here is another justify content. justify content. This time put space between. That's wrong. Sorry. Space hyphen between. Yeah. And the cool thing about Qoom is that if you spell something wrong or something that it isn't expecting, it'll give you options for what you can have. So it says you have found space hyphen b space tween, but we're looking for one of these. Now we can fix this accordingly, which is very helpful. Yeah, and this is fine that we can just delete this. Copy this and move it to here. Great. So next thing what you want to do is we want to make sure that these first we want to remove these underlines from here because they look kind of, in my opinion, ugly compared to having a straight blank one, but you can change to different colors. So we want to set this to, we want to do nav represent the tag space A, which is the links, and then open, left brace, and close. And then inside of this, so we can type text decoration and write in here none. What this says is that I don't want any underline on any of these links. So now it looks all perfectly nice. And now if I reload my website, it becomes a little better. Yeah. We also want to set a height of 80 pixels. So it looks a little bit bigger, and then we'll put, and then also we want to put over here, font size 40 pixels. And this looks huge, I know, but if you reload in a regular page, you'll see that it looks perfectly fine. Next thing is we're going to choose some colors for now. There's a really nice tool called COOLORS.co or colors.co. And if you just click colors.co, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. Like so. And then you can hit start generator. You do not need an account for this. It's entirely free. And there's just ads you can hide. And yeah, and then to generate a palette, click spacebar, and infinitely palettes are generated. Say that I like this color a lot. I can lock it in and choose colors around this until I have decided on a very color to my choice. So I'm going to choose asparagus here. And I want this for my palette, so now I can look at these, or I can just say copy hex. Now if I open this in a new tab, you'll see it has the hex there, which is perfectly fine. And these palettes are free to use, like I said. And yeah, you can use this. That's what we're using. We'll finish up with some of the CSS next time and the time after. Thank you. See you tomorrow.